Hi everyone, welcome to the Early Talker. So it's almost summer here and I just can't wait to get out there and play outside in the sun. I have some great activities for you to be able to take your kids outside, maybe get a little bit messy, and target their speech and language with these activities. Stay tuned. So my favorite outdoor activities to target speech and language with your little kids are really just activities that you can make up on your own with the things that you have at home. So dish soap, water, a bunch of animal toys, and all of a sudden you have a great activity. So this is my first favorite activity. You take a bucket or a large bin and you fill it with some water, put a couple drops of dish soap, and take some like farm animal toys that you have around the house. And it's a great opportunity to do like bath time for the animals, or just plopping them in if your kids are little and they don't know all the animal names yet. So you can target with this activity so many different words. You can target the word pop when they pop the bubbles as they're going in. You could use the word in. You can use all of the animal sounds. So for the cow says moo, and plop it in there. And kids just love being able to play with the water and the bubbles. And if it's outdoors, it doesn't really matter. They can get wet and they can get messy, and it's not a big deal. The next activity that I love is for those little explorers, the kids who just are into everything and picking up things and curious about stuff. So you can take contact paper, cut out a big square, don't peel off the back yet, and then put the smooth side against the back of your house or a wall outside or your fence, and then stick it down with some painter's tape. Then peel off that membrane to allow the sticky side to be facing you, and encourage your kids to then go exploring. So pick up a leaf and stick it on. So you can target the words push, so you're pushing it on the paper. You can target the word on, put it on the paper. And then of course you can target all of the words that you find. So leaf, grass, wood, dirt, all of those different words, and then just make sure to repeat them over and over again. So if you target the word leaf, find a bunch of different leaves and push it on. So push the leaf. Leaf, here's a different kind of leaf. And just use that activity to create an art piece and let your kids go nuts. Another really fun activity is making bubble art. So you take some bubble mix, in my house we call it bubble juice, and you pour a couple tablespoons in a few different bowls, and then add a couple drops of food coloring. So a couple drops of red, a couple drops of blue, and so you have a few different colors available. Take one of those bubble wands, one for each bowl, and then you can put out mural paper or a few pieces of white paper out on your lawn or on your deck, and just dip the bubble wand and blow some bubbles onto the paper, and it creates a really pretty piece of art for your kids. But you can target a lot of great words in this activity. So you can target all of the colors that you're using. You can say the word bubble, blow, more, all of those amazing words that you can target in this activity. This last activity is probably one of my favorites because I feel like I'm a scientist at heart, and my kids have always liked this when they were little. So you get pipettes, so those tiny little plastic pipettes. I'm sure you could find them at the dollar store. I know you can get them on Amazon because that's where I get them. I'll leave a link below. But you just take pipettes and fill a few jars with some colored water, again, just using water and some food coloring. And you take an ice cube tray and have your kids play around with colors and play around with the pipettes, and they squeeze the pipette, put it into the jar of color, and then they can go ahead and squeeze them into the ice cube tray, maybe mixing colors and creating their own fun little experiments and potions. This is something for a little bit of an older toddler, maybe they're 2 or 3, and it really practices their fine motor. But then for their speech and language, there's so many different words that you can target. You can target the colors again, so red, blue, pink. You could target the word push, so you push out the water into those little sections. And you can target the word more, so you could get more red, more green. All those great words to target as well. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the tips or activities that I give. And tag the Early Talker in your posts about how your kids are learning language. Until next time.